My favorite thing on the little tree are the candles. There's a remote. They take one AA battery. I'll put a link up. Probably too late this year, but I love them. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Margaret being Margaret. I'm going to dry my hair. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of makeup on. I'm not going to bore you. Maybe I'll bore you. But then after I get the rollers in, we'll come back and talk. Hang around, please. Blow drying hair is like watching grass grow. It takes forever. Okay, hair is dry, I think. I put this setting spray on it. On dry hair, you set it. You leave it for 10 or 15 minutes, and it does a really good job of giving body. Although, when you look at my hair right now, of course it has body. I just dried it mostly upside down. But in 5 minutes, it's going to be gone. And I think I decided on letting the hair grow. Not that you care, but I think that's what I decided. The other thing I'm doing is trying to use less rollers so I don't have to work. I'm tired of working at it. So I'll show you what it's like. What I'm doing is just taking everything that will go up and whatever falls out does. Just putting it in a big roller as high as I can get it. So this stuff falls out, that's fine. This stuff falls out, it's fine. I have been taking a curling iron right to the very bottom just because it's flippy-do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am gonna turn the curling iron on, curl that bottom in a minute or two. All right, this will stay on for about 10 minutes because that setting lotion, or setting spray, just has to dry. I'm not trying to curl this, I'm just trying to make sure that flippy-do thing isn't there. And I'd like to do it this time without burning my head. Yeah. I had Nikki cut my hair the other day, just that bottom that I can't be sure of. Can you imagine cutting your mother-in-law's hair? She was so scared. She did a fine job. Dark circles under my eyes. Let me tell you about my week. I hope you all had a good one. My week was fine and ridiculous. I don't know if it was Tuesday or Wednesday because my days get confused, but I think it was Tuesday. Put Squish down for a nap a little after 1. She sleeps from 1 to 3, like clockwork. Before 2, she woke up screaming. She had a tiny cough that's never gone away since we've both been sick, but she's been okay. Her nose was all stuffed up. She couldn't breathe. Now, she could breathe, but through her mouth. She's a thumb sucker. Both my kids were too. And if a thumb sucker cannot suck their thumb, all bets are off. It was horrible. She almost was looking like she was having a panic attack. She said her ears hurt. She was screaming. I had to hold her down to try to suction out her nose, which is always a wonderful event for her. It was just a terrible, terrible thing. I'm putting on this stamp eyebrows. My sister Karen told me when I do this, it's always too dark, and I think she's right. So why am I doing it? I don't know. I found, though, that I can get some of it off after. What? I got the wrong side of the mirror. Let's see. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Anyway, Squish woke up. She was absolutely miserable. I mean, I was almost having a panic attack for her. She was tired. She needed to nap. She didn't feel good. And I texted Nick and Mike and said, she's sick. You know, she's screaming, she's pulling her ears, da-da-da-da. And I was a wreck. Just because I don't know what to do for her. I don't know. She's not mine. You know? So anyway, Michael got home. She was up. I gave her Motrin, which she's very good with. And she started to respond to it. Isn't that lovely? She was doing better. By the time Nikki got home, her nose wasn't stuffed. She was running around. They ended up having people over for dinner, family, with no repercussions, and my little Squish played with everybody. Oma, on the other hand, was in my house curled in a ball because it's so hard to watch. So she was better. She had a cough, a slight cough, and a tiny runny nose, but she got better within a couple of hours. And really, Wednesday, Thursday, she was already over it. Well, can you hear it? Of course. I cannot. Before you all start with the don't take care of her and you need a break and all that stuff, no, I don't. Can you see that one eyelash? See that one eyebrow sticking up? So, Thursday I was a little congested. Not bad. Friday morning, I woke up absolutely fine. I'm not kidding you with this. Now, remember, I have been much sicker than this for like 5 or 6 weeks every fall. This is a milder version of how sick I used to get. But I've not been sick this long, and I know it's bouncing around. I've told you, nobody's listening. And I mean that. So, Friday morning I woke up, I was fine. Michael went to work. Just a, lingering cold still. I'll spare you most of the details. About an hour after I woke up, all of a sudden, I had to pee. Desperately. And I did. And all I got was blood. And I knew right away, another urinary tract infection. I've only had one other one in my life, and that's how it went. It was vicious. Couldn't leave the bathroom. Poor Squish and I spent most of the day playing in the bathroom. Called the doctors because I'm in trouble. They made me come in. I had to change clothes 4 times. That's enough about that. I went in. It was I went in and it was the PA that I saw the first time. And I liked her. I told her how frustrated I was, how disgusted I was. I've got Squish with me. They had wanted to see me like in 20 minutes, and it's 20 minutes away and Squish wasn't dressed yet. So God bless her. She ran and got dressed with me. She didn't complain. I think she knew I was at the end of my rope. She came home and said, when she saw her parents, that Oma had to pee in a cup and she couldn't understand how that was so silly. But she was a trooper. I told the PA that I've just about had it. And, I said, I've never been invisible. All the things I've told you. She listened for a minute and two, and she was very, very, very good. I'm not complaining about her at all. Told her I'm sick of this. It's bouncing around now. It's bounced to a UTI just because it doesn't have any place else to go. It's tried to traumatize me in every other way. And she actually listened. I said, I know my body. So she put me on Bactrim, Bactrim. I looked it up. It's a broad spectrum antibiotic, and it's pretty strong. It's usually 5 to 7 days course. They put me on for 10. It should get rid of everything. Now, here's the crazy part. When I came home from there, I didn't go get the prescription until Michael got home, so it was a couple of hours. By the time I went to get the prescription, all symptoms of the UTI were gone. 6 hours with no meds. I just don't understand it. My body is staging a revolt. So, that's my week. On top of everything else, Squish is 2.5 in 2 weeks. She's turning into a 2.5-year-old. She doesn't want to be with anyone else. She wants to be with her parents. As she told me Friday, she likes her parents better than me. And I said, good, that's the way it should be. Oh, my. But my friend Chelsea came over with her kids. She went through the I don't want to share. No matter what Chelsea's daughter picked up, she went, that's mine. She didn't take it. She just pouted. And she had a miserable couple of hours. And Chelsea said, "You want us to leave?" I said, "No, she's got to learn." She's still talking about how I wouldn't help her. Karen, my sister, came over last Friday. Not this Friday because I was incapacitated. And Squish loves her so much. She went to the restaurant with us. She couldn't wait till Karen was gone. And she loves Karen. But she wants to be with me. And, you know, she was doing, when Karen was with me, "Oma, I need you. Oma, I need you. Oma, I need you." I'm trying very hard. But the thing is, I can't take her anyplace right now with other people because we're both passing it back and forth, and I don't want to do it to her. Let me help these dry for a minute or two so I can pull them out. So we're in a little bit of a dilemma. This too shall pass. I'm not worried about it. I just feel badly for her. She's having such a hard time. And we've all been there. We know how it is. One thing that the PA said to me, where I have to have liquids, and I have to have liquids, my epiglottis doesn't open and shut all the way and pills get stuck. And then you have to Heimlich me. Yes, I am aware that everybody says that's not, you can mind over matter. Well, my mind doesn't matter because it won't work. I took, what she told me was, this stuff is a vial in the liquid form. She said, "You're going to have a problem." And I said, no, I know it's got to be done. And I picked it up Friday afternoon. I've had 2 courses of it, one Friday afternoon and one this morning. Hopefully within a day or so it kicks in. Doesn't even bother me. I'm so used to chewing pills that are just gross that it didn't bother me at all. The other thing, we went to that restaurant and Squish brought she bought a plant for the lady that she loves. I think I showed that in the last video. How can I miss? I'm missing one. Oh, ta-da! And she didn't want to give it to her. All the way, all morning we talked about how this was for Miss June, and Miss June is going to be so happy. We got there and she wouldn't give it up. I had to go to 1, and I've never done that with her. 2, but Nikki does. She gave it to her, but she wasn't real pleased with it. Not that she wanted it for herself. She's just in a new state. So that gave me lots of body. Plenty. This is, a lot of body, but if I don't put a little base tease in right here where it's full now, again, it'll still go flat in 5 minutes. So just a tiny bit. Not a lot. You can see how little it needs. And then pull it down. So my plan is I'm going to live. I don't feel badly. I'm tired. I am very hopeful about this back trim. Something's got to work, so it might as well be that. And a 10-day course, if it doesn't knock it out of me, I don't know what's going to. Somebody mentioned doing, it's a surgery, mist. It's a sinus surgery. There's 2 different kinds, and this one is less invasive. And they have it at St. Elizabeth's, really, in Boston. I haven't found it anywhere closer from an ENT. I may just go up to Boston. She said it made a complete difference in her life. And I know my ENT that I was going to before we moved had mentioned that we might have to do surgery. And if that will change things for me, I would be so grateful. So here's the plan for the rest of the day. I want to go buy some ribbon. I have to make bows for my boxes. And I want to show you an easy way to do ribbon. I used to be very artistic, and I have to go grocery shopping. We're supposed to have 1 to 3 inches of snow tomorrow. We'll probably get a dusting, but at least it'll be here. And I'm supposed to go to Joann's with my sister Karen, and we're going to build gingerbread houses, a group of ladies. I have never built a gingerbread house in my life. I may film if they let me, but I'll talk to you again later. Hey everybody, welcome back. I guess you're welcoming me back. I went out to do errands. I didn't end up doing the grocery shopping. I'm going to be in Dayton tomorrow so I can hit Hannaford's on the way home. But 2 hours, 2.5 hours maybe, and I'm feeling better after the second bout of whatever that is I'm taking. I told you what it was, back trim, I think. So I have high hopes. I went to Michael's to get some ribbon because I want to make bows. I'm going to show you how I make bows because everybody, when I had the salon, they used to come sit in the office and ask me to show them how to make bows. It's very easy. I don't do anything that's very hard, so I'll show you. I'm going to use this bow. However big you want the bow, that looks like about 6 inches. You just make it that big, and then you go around. You don't need it to be wired. I like to go around about 8 times each, 8 altogether. Yes, 8 altogether. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The more you do, the bigger the bow is, the fuller the bow is. All right. I don't know how many that was, but that's okay. I'm going to cut it. I'm already going to cut it in a V so it looks good. All right. So I've got the V cut. Get myself a tail cut. All right. Now you're going to fold it in half. Okay. Now this part is tough. You could just put a slot on each side. Sometimes I do that. Maybe I will. Let's see. Sometimes I make a V on each side, and sometimes I make a slot when it's a lot of fabric, a lot of ribbon. So maybe I'll make a V. Let's see. Maybe I'll make a slot. Okay. Yeah, there. One slot there. Can you see how I did that? Turn it around. Do another one on the other side. Just don't cut through. All right, you see what I've got left there? There's plenty. I'm going to take the ribbon that I cut and put it through that slot very, very tightly. Oh, well, that's not going to work. Let's try that again. All right, let's see. That slot, okay. All right, so I've put this tight. I'm going to double knot it. There. All right, so what I have is all of this, one end out, okay? The slot is where I did it real tight. Then all you're going to do is go to the very middle of this and take this one out. The first one, you have to really turn it from here and put it right in the center. Now you can go side to side, or you can do them all at the end. I'm going to go side to side and do the same thing. Go to the very middle. Okay. This one has that little piece that I pulled out, but taking the middle inside and take it right to the center and really turn it. The trick is in turning it all the way. Go back to the other side. Take the next, okay, and then just take this one, pull it way out, and turn it to the front. Just pull it towards me. I think I'll finish them now that I'm doing it. Take this one, put it to the back. All right, so I pulled this one, turned it away from me. This one to the middle. This one, pull it out into the front. This one I'm pulling out and turning away from me, and then this one towards the middle. I'm gonna finish the other side, same exact way, okay? I had done the first one to the middle. This one will go towards me. The next one will go away from me to the middle, towards me, and away from me. I did not do this, that last extra one. And then you just have to finagle it a little bit. This is wide, it doesn't have to be. All right, I hope you can see how beautiful it is, because they are just gorgeous. And I hope you can see how easy that was. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? My niece Kyle, that's my quasi-daughter, always tells me to make them and sell them, because she said she saw some, I don't know if it was Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and said they were $15 and they weren't nearly as nice. All right, and you can make it fuller if you put more loops around. I'm going to do 5 or 6 of them, but I'm not going to show you all of them. So anyway, I just did my errands. I splurged and got myself a diet soda. You know, I don't do that very often. I went through Chick-fil-A, picked up a bunch of chicken. Hopefully Michael and Nikki will come over and get it. I sent them a message to do it. Who knows? And got this. And I love this time of year anyway, but I'm thinking it's cold outside. It's in the low 30s. Chick-fil-A had the 2 guys out taking orders, and then as you pull around, there's one other kid, a guy, standing out there just checking cars. I mean, he must be bored to tears, and they're all cold. And I give them so much credit because they're teenagers, and they're working. So I took a $5 bill out. I'm not rich, but spread it around if you can, and gave each of them $5, and they were so appreciative. And one of them said, "Thank you, ma'am, you're so nice." I thought, Merry Christmas. So I'm in for the afternoon. I don't feel like wrapping presents. I only have 4 or 5 to wrap. I don't even feel like finishing the bows. That might be for another day, but at least I know I can get them done. I bought that, and then I just bought 2 of the plain reds. So I'll get that done. Maybe I'll make one more and show you again. No, I don't feel like it. I think I'm going to watch a Christmas movie. Hopefully not take a nap. And just relax. And tomorrow, we're going to attempt a gingerbread house. Hope you're all caught up with everything you need for Christmas. I hope you're not stressing about it. The only things I have to do, I'm going to do chorizo and peppers, Chourica. It's a Portuguese sausage and peppers. And all it is the chorizo, the peppers, and some tomato paste. And they love it. You put it on rolls, bulky rolls, little rolls. And I think I'm going to make ham sliders. I may show you that. Excuse me. Parker, get off the counter. Hey, get down. Get down. Thank you. At least maybe I'll put up the recipe if I remember. And that's all I have to do for Christmas Eve. I just have to fight with myself. If I get the chorizo now, I can put it in the freezer. And if I get the peppers now, I can cut them up and put them in the freezer. I probably should do that tomorrow before the stores get too busy. Next week, I have to take Squish out to buy something for Mommy and Daddy. That's going to be fun. So, take it slow. The traffic was incredible. Everybody was being nice, except the one guy behind me that tooted because he didn't like that I waited for another car to go by. And I very nicely under my breath said, "Merry Christmas." Have a good week. Enjoy the season. It's over so soon. And I hope you all take a deep breath. Except for me, because then I cough. And I'll talk to you. Maybe during the week, and if not, maybe at the gingerbread house making. If not, remember, something wonderful is going to happen today and tomorrow. Just look for it. I think I'm done. Take care. Happy holidays.